What's going on, guys? Chillin'. This is 4K Toheed. I'm glad that all of you made it here. Today, we're gonna be talking about what is the most pure PC that have zero bloatware, like absolutely 100 cleanest, purest PC out there. Coming up next. What's going on? This is 4K Toheed one more time. If you're new here, definitely press the red subscribe button at the bottom and definitely do not forget to like. I'll wait for you because some of you guys have been not doing it, so subscribe. Great that you did that. And now if some of you did not do that, I don't know what to tell you. That's how you are. Oh no, not you guys. Yeah, actually you guys too, by the way. So I did my research before I start talking to you guys. There's literally no video on internet, on YouTube, about what is the most clean Windows PC and why this is a matter. I'm gonna tell you. This video is for those who are very precise when it comes to the PC and the performance, like extremely like bits by bits picky, and bits by bits you care about the performance and the health of your PC. And there's literally no videos on YouTube regarding this topic, which is crazy. And I think this should be the only video should be out there. It's just not there. So I thought I need to really make this because some of you are really gonna start noticing a lot of major changes. Oh, also another reason why this video is very important for those of you who really care about the analytics, because there's so many analytics software out there. So this is what happened. There's total 75 to 80 or 85 brand every single year. So let's say you have Toyota and Toyota Corolla, Toyota Civic, Toyota Camry, all of this, like just like that in a laptop, every single year releasing like four of them, like four lines of family or series, however you want to call it, right? Every year they come up with this laptop and you're like, oh, what is new? What is this? Oh, Huawei laptop. Wow, great. This laptop, that laptop. And then you got Alienware. You know, there's so many great laptop. And last few years ago, there was issue where the laptop, one of them did have something massive important. Like let's say touchscreen, you have the fingerprint, like some of this thing that you really need, right? And a few years ago, some of these brands will never give you. It just, you have to probably go to Apple or maybe just Dell or just the business generations of laptop just to get those future or just those hardware, right? But like starting from last year or two, last year and this year, all of the laptop have everything that you can possibly think of. You know, the RGB lighting, the best webcam, or maybe not, maybe tilt shift screen, magnetic on it, 122 refresh rate, megahertz, all those stuff, right? They all are there. Great job. And all of this model have this fighting that, hey, listen, we can come up with that too. Sure, everybody came up with the same thing. All of them have a parallel of screens. They have basically all the models have that, and you have the choice of getting a gaming laptop or any sort of business laptop. All could be in a skinny. This is one of the things that a lot of company did not have and they were struggling. You can have this skinny laptop, even gaming, for that's good. All of the laptop have it. Company just like giving all of these plastics and metals, right? All of these plastics, metals every year, and you use it. I'm like, wow, I'm using a new laptop. Look, I have, you know, five family. Oh, I bought a Lenovo Yoga, and wow, this is a $2,000, $1,000 laptop. You use it, your dopamine goes down, and then you buy another one, you know. And they just keep making laptops. You just, you know, plastic metals, circuits, you know. Apple's also coming up with their own little lineup right there, right? It's like they don't care, right? They're coming and you're just buying, right? This video, I wanted to give you an idea that for those smart one, the slick one and the genius one out there, who are actually very precise and very bit by bit concerned about every little thing, like let's say a piece of hair in your body, like that bits of concern on a PC's health. There's one thing nobody talk about this one thing. There's one thing that's very massive and very important that you will never hear, and a lot of people don't even have the brain for that. So it's crazy that I have to just come up with this because this is a very important, and nobody made a video about that. Like you will hear like, hey, look, Quantum PC, Quantum laptop, laptop with a GTX 3080 RTX and all that thing. One thing not been discussed is the purity of a laptop. Purity is 100% pure. Let me define what is pure means to me. The pure is gonna be something like it's gonna be completely from a country or land that 100% made, or if it's not 100% made, or wherever it's made, maybe Europe or Russia, a laptop or a OS or iOS that will be made somewhere that's going to be 100% under their control, and they have the power of supporting. That's it. That's called pure to me. The problem is that you have this 100 million laptops out there, you're buying it, and you probably have few of them in your home, and you get this instant caffeine rush, like, look, I got the best big laptop, powerful laptop that takes 2 power inputs in it, and you're like, wow, look. But the problem is they're not pure. They're not pure. They are not pure. I repeat, what does that means is that there's none of this laptop that you see that's releasing every year, Razer, Dell, Lenovo, then you have HP, then you have this ridiculous number of gaming laptop. Like everybody can come up with their gaming laptop. National Geographic can come up with a gaming laptop. CNN, everybody, like Fox 5 have their own gaming. It's crazy. Like there should be only one gaming laptop and that's it, right? But then why everybody had to come up with this gaming laptop, right? There was like Alienware. There's only one gaming laptop in the planet, that was Alienware. Now you got Asus have their own Republic of something. Then you got, what is it called, Lenovo had their own, like what, Lenovo had their own like gaming. That when we were little, that never happened. Like when did that started happening? Then you have this, then you have what, Dell, Acer have their own Predator gaming laptop. Everybody, only one company who don't have their own gaming laptop, which eventually gonna come, that's Apple, right? And then you're like, oh wow, look, they have a gaming laptop. Then you end up buying that and you're having this all-in-one machine, right? You buy this all-in-one machine and you're like, hey, listen, you know what, this is it, I got the best laptop. Well, the truth is you don't know that there's something's happening behind your back, and nobody gonna tell you this until you're able to hear this right now in this video. So you should stick and you should press subscribe. So press the subscribe button at the bottom. The truth is this company gonna give you a laptop left and right, no problems. They're gonna give you the best laptop, they're gonna give you all of this thing, sure, and they're gonna give you Windows just the way you like it, right? They're gonna give you the maxed out GPU, maxed out RAM, 32 gigabyte RAM, right? They're gonna give you this thing, they're gonna get their part internal, cheaper, whatever. But the problem is the personality of the laptop, and I would like to use the word personality. The programming, the brain of the laptop is not clean. It is not clean, and nobody have a basic common sense to understand that. That's why they don't have the reason to make this video on internet. That listen, you're gonna get the most powerful device, you're gonna get the powerful hardware, but they are not clean. Some of you are asking, like you guys are asking that, hey, I think it's you're talking about bloatware? No, I'm not talking about the bloatware. It's not the bloatware. The bloatware Windows gives you already. Yeah, sure, you can remove the Windows like bloatware apps like HP support and HP apps by Windows 10. When you first buy a new PC, sure, you can remove them. There's still a little bit of bloatware there, but there's another shady things that you do not know. Remember the back in the days, all your driver software and manufacturer software, like Realtek. We're talking about Realtek. You have Lenovo Vantage, then you have a HP come up with 4 of their software, right? Yeah, sure, you can remove some of their HP software, but the HP driver, HP audio, HP GPU, HP chipset, all of that are bloatware. All of that are bloatware after this analytics generations, and you never thought like that. And of course, this is why I'm here. Boys and girls, the laptop that you have in your home, that you just got a caffeine vibe, that caffeine rush, like, oh look, I got a brand new laptop, my goodness, let me get it, right? Guys, these laptops are not pure. It is not pure at all. Okay, they're not pure. Why they're not pure? You're thinking that, hey, I'm gonna remove all the bloatware, I'm gonna remove all of this, I'm gonna have the antivirus software. No, if a laptop have 100 brand names, keyboards, and all of that, it is filled with bloatware. So let me give you an example. For those of you who do not understand, some of you who do not understand, let me give you more example. Let's say I'll get a Lenovo Legion, right? Actually, no, let's just get HP. Let's make it simple, right? Let's say I'll get a HP gaming laptop. Okay, you get a HP gaming laptop, you open it. Sure, you do the Windows terms and agreement, then you turn it on, then you come with HP registration and all that window. After you do that, after you start updating, when you first start the PC, you're gonna come up with HP whole bunch of software. Sure, you know that, you've seen that, you have this HP software. You're gonna either ignore those, you're gonna either uninstall them, or you're gonna have them installed, right? That's it. You got HP gonna get all your informations, period. They're gonna get all your analytics and all that. Okay, then what you do is, okay, you're smart enough, if you're smart, you're gonna be removing all of those HP software, and you're gonna be focusing only on one person, maybe Google or Microsoft. That's it. You're just gonna use your way, custom everything. You're gonna remove all those bloatware. Okay, now we have another problems. You're gonna come up with this mandatory driver software that you have to install. These are Realtek. Realtek's making money. This audio driver, they're gonna be like, listen, we want something from you. We need to know how your girl look like, how's your wife look like, how's your ex-husband look like. We need to know that. So Realtek gonna pull out all those data, number one. Then guess who else is out there? You have something called Crosshair. You have something called Crosshair RGB lighting on the gaming laptop. This RGB lighting will not be working if you do not install their own software, or you want to custom the lights, right? Guess who is the one to manufacture the lights? Guess which software going to be manufacturing these lights? Crosshair or HP Lightning department, whoever, right? You must install their software that's going to be controlling the RGB lighting. This RGB lighting is a creep, okay? This RGB lighting is going to be taking all your information, so all your personal data, and you're like, oh look, we're getting a whole bunch of colorful lights like this in the background, right? But you don't know, you don't have the brain that, hey look, this lighting company also wants something from me. It's my girl. Oh my god, like, yo, this is. And then it is such, so you have the RGB light, you have that, then you have a webcam software. Wow, you need a webcam driver or software. Then you had speaker software, the Dolby people want to see your girl. The speaker gonna come up with 3 driver or 3 extended software. You know what they want. And then what else you need? You need a USB-C adapter. And guess who's one of them? NVIDIA. The RTX GPU come with 4 or 5 extra additional software. One of them is called USB-C. Wait, what? Why NVIDIA need access to your USB-C? I never heard something like that. Oh, well, for toheed, we're gonna give you NVIDIA a USB-C software so you can hook up your webcam, so you can do fluidly streaming. Oh my goodness. Well, you know, Unbox Therapy and Marcus Brownie never usually mention something like that, but it was necessary for them to say that, right? Because nobody gonna say that, because they want money. They don't want to scare you. They don't want to, you know, tell you the real behind truth and a conspiracy behind it. But this is what happened. Then you have what? Then you have a touchpad. Then you got a touchpad for your mouse, which is very necessary. That software. So all of this are not clean. All of these people, all of these companies are all over the world. You have maybe Realtek coming from Europe. Maybe you have Japanese coming with the RGB Lightning keyboard. All of these are all over the place. What they want and what they initiated, like, listen, HP, please take our product. We'll give you this much money, but we do need access to the data of people or the customer. Please, we'll give you free keyboard. Here, take it. 1 penny to get this RGB lighting set up. Dolby probably gave like 10 cents for their speaker, but we need access to people's data, and they did not tell you any of that. Wow, this is like one of those dictators from 1942 that did this, and they're using the same techniques on this. They're using the they're using the same techniques for this, right? And then look what is happening right now. The Asus Duo, everybody's getting hyped about that. Oh wow, Asus have a nice touchscreen at the bottom. It flies down at the bottom like this, right? Wow, I want that. You know, the keyboard have no resting pad, more keys, more congested area. Do you know? Well, that's the reason to get you hyped up for the Duo, Asus Duo. But do you have any idea how many software controlling that monitor? Do you have any idea what is the driver software is going to be like? Do you have any idea why they're giving you so much lights and that, right? I can go with this all day long. Let me just get into the bottom. All of this dopamine and caffeine rush does not make your PC purity. It's not pure. It's not a pure Windows. You're gonna use them, you're gonna get excited, just like a kids. When a kids get a new toy, they go crazy. Adult does the same thing, because you're still kids in your subconscious mind. What happens is you're gonna play with this, then you're gonna get tired, and then later on, if you do some serious work like heavy software, maybe editing or some graphic, you're gonna notice something. You're gonna be like, you know what, 4K toheed was right. That is that the preciseness, when you move the mouse around here and there, you're gonna see there's a little lag, very tiny lag, or when they give you the 144 refresh rate and you're like, oh wow, the mouse moved like this, like you move it, boom boom boom, it's moving, but then you still see a little uncomfortableness on the thing. You still feel a little lagginess, and you're like, wait, this is supposed to be the most 3080 GTX, the most powerful laptop, the best GPU. Why it feels like it's infected with something, even though there's no virus, you got the brand new? Well, that's because they have 100 million drivers inside this, and they're doing some really weird thing behind their back. You don't know what they're doing, and now you're telling me, hey, it feels kind of not fluid. And then there's another PC that's gonna be completely clean. There's no bloatware. All the drivers and everything are engineered by the manufacturer, and there's no other third party. Oh, yo, let me give you some money, give me your driver software. Oh, hey, well, we need to see their girls, we need to see customer girls, how they look like, can you please give us access? Instead of doing that, there's some companies out there that actually use 100% their product with like nothing, just one Windows or like no driver software at all. Those are pure PC. Those are the most clean PC. Those are the one we need. Okay, so pure PC, if you're looking for one of the type of thing that you don't want any lag after you use it 1 year, 2 year later, why do you think all this PC overheats and get laggy later on? Because you know what, when you have 600 organ that's manufactured by different country, of course they're not going to be supported anymore, and they're taking your data, and then when you go rest in peace, your data another robot's gonna have. All the AI is gonna have your data. Do you know that? Nobody talk about that, right? Okay, so you have that, and then there's this pure PC, a 100% clean PC that have no issues at all. There's like, it's gonna be 5 years plus, 6 years plus. One of them maybe, let's say, I'll give you some example, Mac, Surface, then you have a Google PC. There's some really pure phone like Google Pixel, that's a pure. Samsung, absolutely not. Samsung is not pure. Samsung is Korean software that's integrated with American software. Then you have 900 other software that taking all your pictures and data. That's not clean. That is under 100% not clean at all, right? If you like Android, get a pure Android, not like a third-party LG Android. Don't get like OnePlus Android, because OnePlus still not a clean Android, by the way. So Oxygen OS, and by the way, OnePlus headquarters in Beijing, so in China. So I'll just tell you straight up, don't get fooled by computer hardware or the most like overwhelmingly hit laptop out there that's coming this year. Starting from 2020 and 2021, what we're gonna be focusing and the rest of the year is preciseness. We're gonna be focusing on preciseness, and we're gonna be focusing on something that's completely clean. Okay, we need a PC. You need a PC that have not the best hardware. Of course, there's something you need, like a basic match, like let's say, yeah, a skinny laptop, sure, check mark, you have it. Best screen, sure. If you need 4K or not, 4K screen gonna cost you a lot. Not necessarily, whatever. You don't need, if you watch movie a lot, then yeah, sure, get a 4K. But again, if you're not streaming in 4K, there's no point. Must have a webcam, yeah, sure, they all have a webcam. You have this basic standard of a laptop. Don't get the flashy and dual screen and all that fancy, even though you do need that a lot. Don't get them. Don't get all hyped up for those, right? Because the problem is those are all trapped, the very old grandparents' time of belief that make sure don't fool by the colors and lights, because this is a trap, Don't just get the most gorgeous looking person. It might be a trap or maybe an informer, you have no idea. Let them do their job, let them come up with the plastic, let them come with 100 million circuits. Don't just get it just because they're giving this marketing, they're giving you the reason to buy it. Don't get it. What you're gonna be getting this year, starting from this year, you're gonna look for and focusing on pure PC, and I'm gonna tell you what are the pure PC at the end of this video. Okay, get a standard, as I told you, standard need. What do you need? Comfort, sizing, that's what you want to look for. Comfortable keyboard, they're gonna make you touch the computer and be more productive from now on. If you want a bigger screen, if you really like heavy laptop, go get a heavy laptop. If you think you want to carry on, you want something slim, be very choosy about what you want. Don't just get it, like, you know, like, don't be one of those type of people. Get that. If you're doing multiple software, if you have sensitive data information, so you want to be more picky. Okay, that's why I think the hospital have only Apple, because they want, the last thing they want is to get hacked. Information breach, they have patients' informations in it. They don't, all the hospitals have Apple. A lot of the Apples, or Lenovo, right? Lenovo can get hacked, sure. They're being very careful. I saw the other day a baby came out from a woman, and the lady, the nurse, she went inside and she was scanning the baby's feet with the iPhone, not by Android or Samsung tablet, by iPhone. Why? Because there's a reason, which I'm going to explain you in a bit. Basically, you want a PC that's going to be clean from this year. Don't get flashed up and flashy up with that, with the basic and standard needs, right? If you're going a high performance level work, then I would really highly suggest get the pure one. Okay, if you're going checking emails, stuff like that, if you want to go for basic laptop, cheap laptop, if you're doing basic work on a laptop, I think I still suggest you to go with the pure laptop, a pure operating system, pure iOS or OS. Okay, don't get fooled by this marketing strategy. These are all traps. All of this driver software is getting you like left and right, and you have no idea. Okay, and they're getting you at midnight. After 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. you will see sometimes the fan will increase or may not increase. Okay, even the pure laptop, even the pure PCs are also getting you as well. But you rather give them to this higher brand company than this untrusted company like Realtek. You don't know what's Realtek and what Realtek gonna do. You don't know if Realtek or Beijing or Russian company, what this driver is gonna do in future. Analytics already started very heavily. You don't know what they're gonna do this year or next year with your information. So you have to be very careful, and you want to be very precise with this. Let's just start with the pure PCs, right? The pure PCs that you're gonna be getting is gonna be, number one, if you want pure Windows, it's gonna be Surface. That's right, guys, you're gonna be getting Surface. Some of you guys probably know that, yeah, I already knew that Surface is a clean Windows experience, yes, but I still gotta have to say that just because you got Surface doesn't mean you're safe. I'm just gonna give you some names really quick for those of you who are already made it here. These are the list of pure PC, and they are the pure PC, and this is all you should be getting. And I'm also gonna give you some pure phone devices so you have an idea. These are the list of pure PCs. Surface, all the Surface, let's say i7 or i5 or Surface Go. Then you have Apple, all the Mac like suits, all the Mac suits, they're all clean, pure. They have very less. They have Apple's bloatware. You can remove those apps, the unnecessary apps like, you know, note apps, keynotes apps, those books apps. You can remove them. They do have driver, like they do have Intel drivers on it, but you don't know what they're going through internally. Apple might just tell Intel like, hey, listen, you're not gonna pull out stuff from my clients or from my customer. Maybe Apple and Intel are fighting inside. So if there's an Apple inside, if there's an Intel inside the Apple, I'll live with it, because you know what, it's inside the Apple. You know, if Apple have an issue with it, Apple not gonna just give it out to like that. Rather than you go to HP, have 100 million bloatware software, and maybe HP don't care what they're pulling or not. Apple is one of them, is like somebody who's very picky. They're not gonna give all this driver, hey, listen, you're gonna take 1 terabyte out of a hospital's data or library's data to all of this driver software. Apple might just block them. They might be like charge them every little penny for all of that. So you rather trust on Apple product. This is one of the example. Then you have Surface, which is by Windows. This is 100%. They were saying that made out of by Microsoft. I don't know all of their parts are actually from Microsoft, but listen, the software and coding is mostly by Microsoft. That's very pure, very fluid, right? What about ThinkPad? ThinkPad had the best duty, heavy duty, great performance long term. ThinkPad is trusted because you know what? They're in a hospital, X-ray room, library, all the enterprise use that, right? Yeah, sure, they are. So do Dell, right? But now, when they're getting all smoother, while they're getting all rich and all that, now they have another issue, which is they're upgrading all of their driver software. Now they come up with a Lenovo Vantage software. Lenovo have a scanning software that's integrated already, which is already weird. Now they have a virus map. Now they have analytics options. Then they have this driver support app. All of this are mad weird. Okay, like Lenovo's this thing is like, what in the world, right? If you have a patient's informations and your computer is a Lenovo, that person already know that mothers have how many babies coming out. You know, HP, they already know, they already have a nice portfolio already on their computer based on that. So this is a serious problem. A lot of company got in all the level and the access level, like military probably using a lot of, you know, maybe Lenovo's product, right? Before in 20s, there's a lot of untrusted, like they're American company, but there's a lot of not pure laptop went inside this high access level, like Dell, Lenovo, they all made it at the top. HP too, sure, right? But now they're asking you for your personal information, so now you kind of like backed up, you're kind of feeling uncomfortable. Why? Because you like their product, you love them, but you don't want to give them this personal information. So now there's this another company, they come up with this clean, that's going to be Apple and Lenovo. Then you're like, you know what, wow, they're cleaner, I should go move with them and start working, not with this on 2000 or 1999 when they have like this Dell PC, because Dell still may not be clean. Dell parts and software, the operating system is by Microsoft, period. So you rather want something from the operating system company, which is Microsoft. Microsoft and Apple is the two biggest OS right there. You probably want the hardware from them as well. Like the M1 chip is coming, everybody's getting hyped up for that because M1 is from Apple. You want the Apple hardware and their software, no driver. If there's a bloatware there, that's Apple bloatware. Apple have more control on who's coming in and who's not coming out on their device. And then you have a Microsoft have come up with a Surface that's also spreading all the other industries. That's one. That's also, they have their control. And then you have a Google as well, the other side, Google Pixel. They have more control on the hardware. These are the one you should be watching out, not this hyped up Asus phone, Lenovo phone and all of this. You don't know what they're with this software. It's not like, you know, they're not going to come up with the software. They're coming up with all this driver software, and these driver software are very weird. The question they're asking is so uncomfortable. The other day you had a Steam gaming. The Steam gaming now, you're not going to believe, the Steam had their own analytics, maybe, I don't know before, but if you download the Steam game like Battlefield, it comes up with another software that, like, you know, UBI. Before it wasn't like that. UBI soft, or UBI, however you want to call it, UBI soft, and let's say Call of Duty, Activision's Battlefield, all of this, they have their own separate software that's by the maker of the company. That company, they say that you need to create an account with us, like Microsoft Simulator might have their own software just to play the game. And then they're saying, hey, listen, before you play the game, you must follow this terms and agreement. And this terms and agreement means that we need access to your personal data. Yo, I mean, I don't get it. Like, what in the world is this? What? To play a Battlefield, they say, hey, listen, this is the legal stuff. You must have to agree on that just to play the video game. I'm like, okay, but I already have Steam. I already have signed the terms and agreement with Steam. Now I gotta sign. Now you have to get another software, UBI soft, just to play the video game. Now UBI have the access all on your hard drive, so they're gonna see your girl, they're gonna see your kids, you know, they're gonna see your brother, they want to see how big is the ears of your brother, you know, and what else are big, you know. So this is how this thing is now. So it's unbelievable. So you wanna, you know that you don't have any control, you cannot do anything because you want the pleasure and you want the service, and you just click I agree and you signed it. You are like, you know what, I don't have any data, and if I do have a data, I don't know what they're gonna do. But this is the video, you're getting educated, very high quality, that hey, listen, this is a very serious issue right there. You're just agreeing on things and you're just buying this hardware, and that's it. And another thing I also want you to say, that the hardware always gonna be strong. 32 gigabyte, 40 gigabyte, they'll give you RAM, no problems. They will always give you RAM. But the one thing you do not understand is that this RAM, Samsung do that a lot. Samsung like, look, we got the best Android phone, we're gonna give you for $800 or $1,000. You have 32, 500 gigabyte SSD, because we want to compete Apple. They want to show you this number game, and they will give you a very strong hardware. They'll show you like this big number and you're gonna get it. But one thing nobody had the brain to understand is that you're giving us hardware is almost another way of thinking. They're giving it the hardware to push your thing to their cloud, which is so messed up. Like, that is so messed up. And I'm so proud that I used the language on this channel. This probably gonna at least affect or like understand, and one person out there in this channel who's watching gonna make a big difference. At least 4 or 5 people gonna understand, like, wow, he's so right. You know, they're gonna show you this hardware number, they're gonna show you this big number, so you're gonna buy it, and in the paper you're gonna look like, hey, look, this is the best budget phone for this much hardware. That's one thing. They're gonna do this to fool you. Like, they're gonna give you this number just to show you that, hey, how strong is their product. Sure, that's number one. Number two is, which Samsung did, and I find out, number two is these engines and all these controls gonna optimize your data to their server. That's one of the biggest secrets that you will never find out. That's another thing. And the third thing, which is another messed up, is the hardware. All this, what they're gonna do is, sure, we'll give you the ridiculous number of hardware or engines or RAM or SSD, the top number, but guess what, we're gonna give you tons of bloatware, because we don't have the money to give you we don't have the money to pay this RAM and hard drive on your device, or SSD for your Samsung or your laptop. So you know what, we're gonna have this third-party driver to give us the money, and we'll give them access to your data. That's it. This is how they're gonna get you. So again, what they're gonna do is, they're gonna give you this highest engine in your device, and you're gonna get, wow, you're gonna get a dopamine rush, like, hey, I need this best phone, this is the strongest one, I'm gonna get it, gaming phone, right? But who's paying for the engine? You think you're paying for this engine? No, their partner is gonna pay for their engines, their motherboard, their strongest SSD company, all of this company gonna be paying for these devices. That's how they bring the price down, because Samsung will never pay for, Samsung and other company will never, they'll try to make the payment like low as possible, and for that they don't have to respect your data. They don't have to respect your data, period. An example like Flipboard. Who's Flipboard by Samsung? Then you have Samsung Bixby. Who's Bixby? Bixby probably was at the beginning was a third party, then now they probably own Bixby. Then you have Alexa. Why they have to be Alexa inside the Windows computer? Why they have to be Alexa inside the Samsung computer? You don't know. You see, so this is the thing. So this is how they get the thing. And then you see when the first Galaxy comes in, within like 3 months they're like $500 off. What? If you're giving me this much of engine inside the hard drive inside the phone, the price should be long-term expensive, right? But no, they're gonna give these T-Mobile promotions that, hey, $500 off if you open our credit card, or this, da 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 da, even more cheaper, because they know that, yo, we got the money, we don't need your money, we just want you to get this thing so we can make more money. This is the thing what I'm saying is, right? Samsung is not pure. None of this software hardware are pure. All of this thing, you're getting Oppo. You think you're in a safe hand? No. Oppo, OnePlus, Huawei, they're all Chinese company. You know, China is going very high. They're getting very strong. You know, China have all your money. China have all the finance. Then they have a Alibaba cloud. They're probably gonna shove that inside another laptops, you know, and that's it. You know that if you have OnePlus, you're inside China's property. I'm sorry, man. So once you're inside there, China already have your stuff in their server. Okay, so yeah. So again, all of these are not pure. You need something that's gonna be under US Why US? Because you know US since you're little. You know US have too much law. It's so much law that if you touch somebody, I can call and make a complaint. Nobody in the planet had this type of rules. I think maybe Israel, I don't know, or maybe London, right? You want to give to somebody something because they have more law. You want to give your personal data if they do anybody takes the personal data. You want to stick to the American company to give this. Like TikTok, you see, if TikTok headquarters was over there, they were getting panicky. They're like, yo, we must take this TikTok to US company, but we're not gonna use, because TikTok was going up, and I think Trump was getting concerned, like, listen, if Facebook headquarters was on Beijing or other places, you think that sounds okay? Like, you see, it's just like that. So TikTok coming to US, but still it's still like coming from there. That's a problem. That's a serious problem right there. You get my point. But all of these are analytics business, right? Who's paying their money? Analytics paying their money, not your money. Your money is just 50 cents, So anyway, guys, the pure PCs are Microsoft made laptop or computer, or Apple so far laptop. Now the next pure where you're looking for, that's gonna be good news for some of you guys don't know. The ARM PC by Surface are here, I believe, right? I think they already released it. The ARM processor, the ARM PC, the ARM by Surface, Microsoft Surface, are the only that 100% pure and on the control of Microsoft. That's one. And number two is Mac. We know Mac is pure, but Mac M1 chip, the by Silicon, is probably the most purest one right there. And for phone is going to be pure Google, only the pure Google. If you give it to any other Google or Me account and Me Xiaomi and all that thing, it's still kind of dangerous, but you rather give it to Google. Google is already like taking too much data anyway, but their stuff is more pure. All right. There's also another few other stuff. Some honorable mentions are, like, let's say a Moto Pure. Moto Pure or Pure Moto was Motorola's pure Google experience. That was very clear, and they did not put any Motorola software inside, which was so nice. Moto Pure feels like a pure Google, right? And this was before Pixel, and Moto Pure like nailed it. They were so nice, very fluid, right? Then you have Lenovo, feels like a pure, but you know what? Lenovo have a gaming laptop, also have their own RGB software. Again, going to Lenovo. I think all of these software company already have these informations already, which is crazy. So anyway, guys, it's gonna be Silicon chip by Mac. We're just now waiting for the gaming to come in. Once the ARM gonna be controlled by video game, that's gonna be a very fluid experience, right? That's one. And then you're gonna come with the Surface. Now we're also waiting for the Surface to come up with the gaming. They're both gonna be fighting, all right? So all this, and another weird thing with the NVIDIA gonna be NVIDIA asking for personal information. That's a serious problem. You have to give them because you have to update the driver. That's how they designed it, which is crazy. This is it. So this is the pure stuff. Razer and anybody else out there, I think unless you have any other reason for that and you don't care about what I just said, then sure, go for it. Go, you can open your pants and shirt for one of these companies and you don't have to worry about what they're gonna do or not. But yeah, if you really care about your data and what's gonna happen or what is happening behind your back and what they're doing, you want to think about the internal point of view, then definitely get the pure Mac, pure Windows. That's it. It's better, and try to stick to clean software and just turn off all of the analytics options. Is very important, guys. This is 4K toheed. These are the reasons getting the most pure phone or laptop. This is how you pick your top picks of the pure and the most cleanliness laptop for a long time. Hey guys, this is 4K toheed one more time. There's a few more videos at the top, right here, and there's a subscribe button over here. Do not forget to press the like button. Peace out.